Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
Kainari! Cyno! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher, Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir. Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Cyno of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Cyno is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before. What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth. Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out. Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Cyno, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Kale's was traveling musician. Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, It takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo,
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time?
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they have traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along, but that's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents! I can help too. And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cup.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You... Here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart.
It's all thanks to Master and Cyno. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all... That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor...
That's correct. Any further to...
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform as far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned. Small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look...
No. I just don't eat a lot. Sorry. I didn't mean to make...
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Cyno, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local... No? Not funny? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground? Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Cyno. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis
What hypothesis?
that plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaytun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Cyno's jokes.
I see.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Cyno. Actually, it feels like you're...
That's because I'm Cyno the Adventurer. It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Cyno. Now, please see me as Cyno.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you...
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of my heart.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds... There's also Kale flower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my
How about you, Cyno?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask a friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma.
Calx?
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt and...
No, that is inaccurate. I came here
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels...
Huh. So you're Calx. Cyno's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's...
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Cyno, your passion for this game
Obvious.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to...
Wow, Your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well,
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpieces.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost...
My jokes?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
my nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we... Nari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint... Oh, yes. Kale seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was... Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your...
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research...
All right, we'll help out.
You will?
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's meet at the alchemy craft. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh?
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have real...
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it...
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as...
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means...
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows. Knowing him, he should be hitting the tavern. We can go corner him. Bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Ugh. Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.